What's up, everybody? You guys get a car video today because it's 60 degrees outside and I'm in a tank top and that just ain't gonna fly. So sitting in my car outside of my apartment right before my workout or right after my workout, and I'm thinking about what I want to impart to you today. And it's really a story that I heard or that I read the other day. It was a story about a young man. And the young man had a pretty normal life. He had a 9-to-5 job, a wife, a kid, came home every day, played video games, hung out with his family, all this kind of stuff. One day he was in a terrible car accident, lost the use of both of his legs. And, you know, he went through depression, and then he had an epiphany that his life, his day-to-day life, didn't change with the loss of his legs, the loss of the ability to use his legs. His life didn't really change. You see, he never did the things that he could have done with legs because he took them for granted. And so after he lost the use of his legs, he became more active and did more things because he missed the ability to be able to do what he used to be able to do. And so he decided he was going to live his life to the utmost and to the fullest, even with his handicap. And I think about us, and I think about the issues we have and the problems we have and all this kind of stuff. And that's fine. Like, we all go through crap, right? But are you taking your life for granted? Because I know a lot of us are. A lot of us, you know, we live our life, we do our thing, we tell our friends no because we're lazy, we don't want to go hang out, we avoid, certain things. We want to sit at home and do nothing and relax, and rest like we're not getting enough rest. Like we are. We probably... our physical fitness in America is crap because all we do is sit all day. We sit in cars, we sit at offices, we sit at home, we sit around tables and eat bad food. Like, we have plenty of rest. What we don't have is living life to the fullest and actually encouraging one another to go and live and experience life. Look at Facebook. We encourage one another to skip work. We encourage one another to skip social events. We encourage one another to sit at home and watch Netflix all day. We encourage one another to binge watch TV shows. We encourage one another to drink all day, every day, to subdue our mental anxiety. Like, why aren't we encouraging one another to go out and live life to the fullest? Stop taking life for granted. You could be dead tomorrow. In fact, I teach youth, and I was teaching the youth Sunday and at church, and we were talking about what do you want for Christmas, right? So they listed off all the stuff they wanted for Christmas. And I asked them, I was like, have you ever thought about the fact that you could go home on the way home from church and get blindsided by a semi-truck, and that would be it? Your life is over. Right there. Boom. Period. No more life. Done. So if that was the case, let's say you knew you were going to die tomorrow. You knew it. Matter of fact, you knew it. What would be one thing that you wanted to accomplish before that happened? And so they went around and they named their stuff about, having more conversations with their parents and raising money for the homeless and spending more time with their brothers and sisters and all these wonderful, cool humanitarian things that were completely opposite of what they said they wanted for Christmas. But these are the things that were really important to them, because these are the things they wanted to do before they died. And so I asked them, I was like, why don't you do those things habitually? Like, I'm not saying live every day like it's your last day. Like, that takes a whole bunch of spiritual, mental, and physical energy. But, like, at least do those things habitually, like once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever it is. Like, maybe it's every day for you. I don't know. But, like, why aren't you doing those things? If those are the things that are truly important to you, those are the things that you want to do before you die. Like, why aren't you doing those things? Why aren't you asking for those things for Christmas? Why aren't you wanting to do those things? And the simple answer is because we take life for granted. We don't live our lives in the reflection of the fact of death is a part of life. That our life here is short, it's precious, it's fragile. And at any moment in time, that life can be taken away from us. It happens all over the world every day. People think they're going to live for another 30, 40 years, and all of a sudden they're dead. And all the things that they wanted to do get left unaccomplished because they took their life for granted and they were lazy while they were alive. And I don't want that to be me. I don't want to get to the end of my life, whenever that is, whether that's in 10 minutes or in 10 years or in 50 years. I don't want to get to the end of my life and say, man, I wish I would have done whatever. Like, I want to know that I lived my life to the fullest every day, regardless of the situations. And I want to know at the end of my life that I left everything I had on the football or on the football field, on the court, on the stadium. Like, I want to know I left everything I had here. I lived it out. I passionately gave all I could give in this life. And then, be happy in the next life with Jesus. But so I ask you, what are those things that you want to accomplish before you leave this earth? Because you don't know when that's going to be. You never do. So why aren't you doing those things today? I mean, it's a rainy day. It's crappy. It makes most people want to sit on the couch and order pizza and watch Netflix all day. Why not break that habit? Why not do something big today? Or do something small that has big repercussions because it's something you wanted to do before your life vanished. So yeah, that's my 2 cents today. Hopefully it motivated you. That was kind of depressing and sad, but that's kind of where I was at this morning. Hopefully it motivated you to get something done today. Hopefully it motivated you to be the best that you could possibly be today. If you guys want to know more about how I coach people, what I help people with, I'm going to go ahead and drop a link to my website down below in the comment section. You guys can check that out. You can look at what I'm about, or you can just message me and ask me what I'm about. But I coach people for a living. That's what I do. I love to coach people. So if you want me to help you out, coach you, let me know, and I'd love to do it. I will talk to you guys later.